That anxiety you feel for no reason, that fear of never having enough money, that loneliness that never goes away, no matter how many people surround you. You've been to therapy, you've read the books, you've done the inner work, and it's still there. You know why? Because it was never yours to begin with. You are not living your life. You are running someone else's unfinished code. Science just confirmed what ancient traditions have been whispering for thousands of years. The trauma your grandmother never processed is firing in your nervous system right now. The fear your grandfather carried through war is sitting in your cells as we speak. You didn't inherit their eyes or their cheekbones. You inherited their unresolved terror, and your body doesn't know the difference between their past and your present. It just keeps running the program. This is called epigenetics, and it changes everything you thought you knew about yourself. Here is the science. In 2013, researchers at Emory University ran an experiment with mice. They exposed father mice to the scent of cherry blossoms and paired it with an electric shock. The mice learned to fear that smell. Then those mice had children. Those children had never smelled cherry blossoms, had never received a single shock. But the moment they encountered that scent, they froze in fear. Then those children had children, third generation, same fear, same freeze response, same smell, zero personal experience. The trauma had traveled through DNA. Now think about your family. What was the dominant emotion 3 generations back? War, famine, poverty, shame, abuse? Whatever it was, that emotional signature was encoded, and you received it at birth like a software installation you never agreed to. Dr. Rachel Yehuda studied Holocaust survivors and their children for decades. The children of survivors who had never experienced the Holocaust themselves showed the exact same cortisol patterns as their parents, the same stress hormones, the same hypervigilance, the same nervous system on constant high alert. They inherited the biological memory of an event they never lived through. Their DNA was shaped by a history that wasn't theirs. Your DNA is not a fixed blueprint. This is the part that breaks everything open. Most people think DNA is like concrete. You get what you get. But epigenetics shows us that genes switch on and off based on environment, based on emotion, based on experience. A gene that was activated by your ancestors' terror can still be switched on in you, not because you experienced that terror, because the signal was passed down, the switch was already flipped. Bruce Lipton, a cell biologist from Stanford, spent years proving that the environment outside the cell, not the DNA inside it, controls how the cell behaves. Your thoughts, your emotional state, your perceived environment, these are constantly sending signals to your cells telling them which genes to express. You are not a victim of your DNA, you are the programmer of it. But first, you have to know which programs are already running. Now, let's go deeper. In Vahdeti Vuchud, there is no separation between you and what came before you. Your ancestors are not gone. They are present in your biology. Every cell in your body carries the memory of everyone who came before you. You are not a new, separate creature that appeared out of nowhere. You are the latest expression of a continuous line of consciousness. The river does not begin at the point you are standing. It has been flowing for thousands of years, and it carries everything from upstream. This is why certain patterns repeat in families across generations. The addiction that skips a generation and reappears in a grandchild. The pattern of choosing unavailable partners that shows up in mother, daughter, granddaughter. The rage that no one talks about, but everyone carries. These are not coincidences. These are unresolved frequencies looking for completion. So, how do you break the code? First, you have to recognize what is yours and what is inherited. When fear arises, ask yourself, did I learn this from my own experience, or did I absorb this? When a belief surfaces, ask, is this my truth, or my family's survival strategy? This single act of separation begins to loosen the program. Second, understand that the body keeps the score. The trauma is not in your mind. It is in your nervous system, in your gut, in your chronic tension patterns, in your breathing, somatic work, breath work, movement, physical release. These are not luxuries. These are how you complete the unfinished biological processes your ancestors started. Third, you can consciously reprogram. Epigenetics works in both directions. Just as fear and trauma can be encoded, so can safety, love, and expansion. Every time you choose a response that your ancestors couldn't, every time you feel safe when they felt threatened, every time you break the automatic reaction, you are writing new code, not just for yourself, for every generation that comes after you. And this is the most extraordinary part. When you heal a pattern in yourself, you retroactively shift the field. In quantum biology, time is not linear. Healing doesn't just move forward, it ripples backward through the field. When you become the one who breaks the cycle, you change what it meant for everyone who came before you. You are not just healing yourself, you are completing something that was left unfinished long before you arrived. You are the answer to your ancestors' prayers. The one who finally had the tools, the awareness, and the moment in history to break what they couldn't. They survived so that you could heal. Not just survive, heal. This is your code, and you can rewrite it. Subscribe to EarthSimulation and break the code. See you.